Good morning all. It's Tuesday morning. Up near Braunton at the moment, spraying some maize, or Harry's spraying some maize. I've just bought some the second batch of spray up to him for this block. He's been out early because we want to get the maize sprayed while it's still not too hot. So he's just coming in the field behind me. I've just opened this this field gate for him because we've got to cross this field of sheep. So he's going to head across. I'll shut the gate, keep the sheep in, and then he's got another kind of 35 to 40 hectares after this, and then that'll likely be all the spraying done for the morning, and he'll head back in this evening and jump onto the next block to keep the spraying out of the midday sun, to keep those crops protected. And yeah, after this I'll shoot back down and see what the rest of them are up to. So Harry's just backing into the corner to get going here. This is some of the this maize is later than what you've seen on the video so far, as you can probably tell. It's a little bit smaller, and yeah, shock horror when we got in here this morning. There are sheep in the field as well, which yeah, isn't that much of a surprise, but annoying nonetheless. Yeah, so Harry's hitting this maize with its post-emergence weed control, just to yeah, take out all those weeds that are growing between the rows, get them out the way, get rid of all that competition, and yeah, give the maize the best chance basically. And I know that a couple of you have asked about the tires and what we do. This probably shows it as good as I possibly can. So the tire, you can see it's very close, but it is just about narrow enough to fit up between the rows. It's not the easiest job to drive up there and not wipe out any rows, but once you put on the row crop wheels, you are able to avoid taking down too much maize. And yeah, if you do take out a row of maize, compared to the flotation wheels that are on there, you're taking out one row instead of two with each set of tires. So that's how the maize is sprayed. Yeah, it's not always the case that you can get away without taking out any crop at all, but it's just a way of reducing it as best we can. So just a really quick drone video of the next field that Harry went into. It's always nice to get a video in these fields because it's such a nice view down the estuary. I did notice from here it looks like the maize is a bit patchy and not growing that well in the middle of the field, but you'll see from the next clip that that's not the case. I think it's just the angle as you look down the rows. So he's working his way up along the headland, just up to the top of the field where I am, and you'll see here from looking down in close to those rows that you just saw from above that the crop is there and doing well. So yeah, we just watch the sprayer come towards us. This is giving it its weed control, and then from there we just hope it grows well. So we have Smallridge Brothers here at the moment. Got Flyn's tractor in the workshop. Flyn had a very hot day on Monday when we were doing whole crop. I'll give you a little behind the scenes clip shortly of his makeshift shower that he made. He did tell me he doesn't mind it going on YouTube, so you can see how hot he did get, and the measures he went to cool down. So the aircon's getting sorted now, and he'll be nice and cool for the rest of the week. We've just installed a shower in the yard. I did realise earlier that I said it was Tuesday morning, and it's actually Wednesday morning. But yeah, I don't really want to redo that clip of video, so we'll go with it. Yeah, in the yard at the moment. Andrew's out moving digestic fibre again. Flyn's obviously up in the workshop at the moment. He's going to shoot back. He's going to shoot off home and help his dad with some mowing, raking, and possibly some baling later on, because we've got a bit of a quiet day at the moment, busier end to the week. So we said to him that there was a good chance for him to get back there and help out, because he's not got a tremendous amount to do here. So he said he'll send a few videos of what he's getting up to this afternoon, so I'll add them on. Dad is down with the George Moate, working down Swede ground again. He will need fuel later on, so we'll head down there with the Bowser, and I can see what he's up to. Get a few videos of what they're all up to down there and what the ground's like. Obviously with Swedes now, we used to grow quite a few. You're getting towards the very back end now of when you would drill them. So this will be some of their later drilled stuff. Got 3 days worth of work to do down there by the sounds of it. So we'll check in with him, and we've got silage to do the back end of this week. It's lined up now, so I believe that'll be Friday, but I don't have the concrete plans yet. And yeah, aside from that, obviously Harry's still out spraying. He'll be back shortly. He's going to go home and then come back tonight and finish off his day. If you heard that noise, that was my younger brother, who, believe it or not, is 28 years old. So you see here, as I'm flying over, got quite a decent sized field here for Devon. You'll have seen from our videos that a lot of the field sizes, they do vary a lot, but some can be, yeah, very small. But this gives you nice long runs. Dad's here in the 410, pulling the George Moate that we've seen before, to give you a view from above, to see what the ground's looking like before and after. See that massive weight block on the front, 2.5 tons, keeping the tractor balanced with that machine on the back. Tried to keep myself as out the way of the seagulls as I could, because I didn't really want them attacking the drone like they have before. So as ever, slow progress with the bed tiller, but a really good job done. And they'll sort this field out. This field will go from being sumo, bed tiller, bed former, and then the drill there that you can see in the background, all one after the other. So pretty efficient use of time to get that all cracked out in the same day. Just try and get quite close to the machine just to see it working up close. Just being wary of any stones thrown around. You can see there's some guards there and some metal grate on the machine. A couple of years ago when Dad was using it, a stone was thrown straight through his back window. Ideally, we don't want a repeat of that. So yeah, some guards and grates have gone on just to prevent that happening. And for those JCB Fastrac fans out there, I thought I would just capture a bit of the sumoing being done. This is Clark's machine, our Fastracs tucked away in the shed this week while Ant's on his honeymoon, and it's still sparkling from his wedding. So I just thought I would capture a bit of Clark's machine, the sumo on the back, those legs working the ground deep in front of the George Moate, so that the George Moate can kind of attack as much broken up ground as possible. There we are as he comes back up on the long work in the field. So he's giving it some stick, the machine's bouncing around a bit. Yeah, that just breaks that ground up so that the George Moate doesn't have to work as hard. We've had a bit of a miscommunication between us. All I knew was that Dad had 3 days worth of George Moate booked in to do. So today, Thursday, Friday. And that he was heading off down to South Devon. In my wisdom, I didn't tell him that I was bringing him fuel. I just assumed that those 3 days were all going to be down here somewhere. And they're not. He's got one field to do down here. He's still got 70% of a fuel tank, and he's probably halfway, if not 2/3 of the way through the field. So he's not going to need fuel, and he's going to be coming back tonight with the tractor. So I've just driven an hour for no reason. Have bought him lunch, so that's a bit of a softener. I say I have. Will has, who's with me. So that's 2 people that have come an hour for no reason. Yeah, he'll probably call us stupid, and that's what happens when you think and you don't ask questions beforehand. While I'm down here, obviously I've sent the drone up. I might as well get some footage. Clark's JCB is again on the sumo, working some of that deep compacted ground, working that up for the George Moate to then do its thing on. You can see here it is only one field, but it is a fairly big field. Not that that changes the fact that there's no need for me to be here. Having said that, for YouTube purposes, there's not loads going on today, so it gives you guys something to watch. And as I said earlier, this field will be going into Swedes. They are drilling them directly behind. So you see Dad's here, and then in the background over there, the bed former is going behind the bed tiller. The JCB working the ground in front. So 4 tractors in the field, all working together. And from here they'll head to the next block and carry on tomorrow. and also on Friday. So Dad will be pulling the George Moate while we're silaging at the end of the week. So he did want fuel, so it wasn't a wasted journey. Yeah, still a bit of a miscommunication, but it saves a panic at the end of the day, thinking you're not going to quite have enough fuel. So crisis averted. We can go about our afternoon knowing that we haven't upset the old man. Back in the yard now after a quick stop off to see my good friend Jamie Bradford at the building site up the road, just to pick up a couple scaffold boards for a DIY project at my house. He's an avid watcher, so I told him that I'd shout him out. He's an avid watcher, but he's still refused to subscribe to this point, so make of that what you will. But he's promised me he will tonight, so should go up by 1 at least today.
So Tom, here it is. You wanted it, so you got it. Grass is a go here at HQ. Me and Dad out cutting. Couldn't have asked for much more better. I think Dad's plans to try and make this to haylage if possible. So yeah, hopefully we'll get that done alright. And yeah, see, there's a little update for you.
So that'll be all for today's video. Yeah, you've seen everything that's gone on, including what Flyn's got up to this afternoon, back on his own family farm. Yeah, reasonably quiet day. Obviously we're picking up at the end of the week now. But yeah, reasonably quiet day. Didn't catch up with Andrew at all today, but he was out in the tractor and trailer all day. Saw the George Moate at work and the sprayer at work. Harry's going to be back in the next few hours to crack on again. And yeah, that was Wednesday, contrary to what I said at the start of the video. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Cheers.